Yeah, we are here just rambling and whatnot, and see, got more of my hair out now. It's kind of needed some of it out a little bit. It's lint and all types of mess in my hair. You gotta deal with that. Gotta deal with when you got a lot of hair. You gotta deal with shit being in it sometimes. So it happens. But I hope everybody's having a really dope day. For real. Hope you enjoying yourselves. It's really hot over here. I can say that for sure. So just go ahead and go ahead and tell me about yourselves and how y'all feeling. What's going on? What's the deal? Just yeah, for real. So Marvel Rivals, video games here and there. But right now I'm trying to get my own. Is that no. Hold on. I'm getting the music together, y'all. So just bear with me. Just go ahead, just chilling real quick. Just I forgot the name of that song. Why am I forgetting the name of that song? It's crazy. It's crazy work. I know. I haven't even sparked. There it is. E-Rock's Maximum Carnage theme. So I gotta put this in a playlist or something. So that I'm gonna throw this in one of my playlists in a second. It's just so that you got something in the background just to throw on and listen to, and whenever I'm just streaming. But yeah, so go ahead and go ahead and comment, like, share, subscribe, do all that what you need to do. I haven't sparked the blunt only because I'm still getting my music together. So hopefully everybody's been doing well. And if you're in the East Coast area and stuff like that, just go ahead and check out All or Nothing. I know it's just my plugs brand so far, and as of right now, he's only kind of local. So I'm gonna just building and promoting for real, just to make sure that his name is known, or at least the name of the brand is known. So it's All or Nothing. Yeah, check it out if you yeah. So yeah, let me I got the music now, so let me throw this in a playlist. I'm trying to think of this sounds good for a workout song for sure. Definitely video game favorite. Oh yeah, that's easy. Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's easy. Easy work. Hello everybody. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hopefully everybody's doing what they gotta do. I finally got my music together, so let's get to it and spot this bad boy. Hopefully everybody's been enjoying the summer. I know I've been working here and there, what I can. So life and but we can to circumvent however we can. So it's just a matter of for having a vision. Oh, I appreciate you for joining in on the stream. Thank you so much. I'm gonna just go ahead and pass this blunt real quick. Already. How's it going? What's up? What's up? Thank you for joining in. Yeah, check out All or Nothing if you're already if you're local to the area. So just go ahead and yeah. Thanks for the yeah. Thanks for that. Thank you. Yeah, you keep on doing that. That helps me out a lot, actually. Thank you so much. I hope everybody's been enjoying themselves for real. It's been a hell of a summer. It's actually really hotter today, so I was about to say, yeah, I understand, bro. I understand. That's why I just make my content, talk and stuff like that for whoever. If you still at work, no, I feel that. I appreciate that. No, we gotta stick together. We all black over here, or at least for the most part. I would hope. Like I said, like a wave now. It's hot. That's what the towel for. That's why you gotta have a towel. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You know, he in Marvel Rivals, right? Sorry, no, but you are. Well, if y'all know, for those that don't know, Blade is my uncle. So that's just essentially the same name. So that's basically that. So how you doing? Hey, how's it going, Bradshaw? What's up? But yeah, so Blade is my uncle. Yeah, so the parallels between the comics Blade and my uncle, basically the same name. They have the same name. So if you look that up, it's easy to know. Uh, Blade, the comics version of Blade is from London, and my uncle is a New England fan. So it's kind of funny on the parallel tip on that front as well. And lastly, very heavy into martial arts, or at least I'm not sure if he still is. I have to really get in contact with him. Oh, huh? So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on talking about my uncle because my uncle is the shit. At least, seriously, Uncle E dope. And yeah, so when it comes to Marvel Robert, oh yeah, like I said, he's heavy into martial arts, and he really got me into it. So, hmm. Yeah, no, for real, good stuff. I'm glad, really glad. He's always been heavy into that for real. I'm not, I can only, I gotta get in contact with him whenever I can. So once I do that, it's gonna be good. Got a family reunion coming up, so that's gonna be nice. I have to see if a shift pop. I know like I've been saying on stream and stuff or whatnot. Work's been having me, or at the very least, like there's been shifts and life be life, life be life, real. Hmm. Oh, of course he did. Of course, especially when it comes to like just striking and stuff like just he is a prolific striker when it comes to that. So I know I understand. He is great advice when it comes to like stance and punching. Like oh my goodness, great insight. Seriously, he reminds me of Michael J. White or Michael J. White for however it's pronounced. But yeah, that aspect. No, if I'm not mistaken, they're around the same age, roughly, not too far off. Thank you. It's not my brand, but I mean, congratulations to my connect. Oh, you can't hear me? How about now? Can you hear me now? Is my volume like messed up or something? My volume messed up? Oh, okay, we're good. Nice. That's good. Man, it's a hot ass day. And it's gonna keep being hot. Welcome to the summer. Truth, since I'm smoking right now and I'm not really looking to get up. Ask me whatever you want. Bear with me. Hold on. I'm about to AC on. I'm about to turn my other air conditioner on, the actual physical one. Oh no. Hey yo, hold on, y'all. Oh my goodness, hold on. Yeah, no, I'm almost back. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, cause this is crazy. Oh, Jesus, hold on. I'm almost there. Goodness gracious, hold on. I'm coming back. All right. Okay, we back. Are we back? Oop, we back. Everybody, well, I know a lot of people left. It's fine. I understand. My AC, but the one in my window blew up. It's crazy. Never came back for that question. We back. We here for it. So, oh yeah, no, I was oh, my microphone was covered. My bad. But sorry about that. I do want to say that my uncle's dope. So shout out to him. Shout out to my uncle Blade. Anybody else out there that like to play Marvel Rivals, play Blade? They finally gave him the buff that he needed, so he's more viable as a pick, especially in comp. I genuinely still want to lord him. I'm gonna lord him in a quick play, so I'm almost there, like level 17, almost 18, 2 more levels to go, basically, 2.5 in a sense. Yeah, so get Lord Blade, like at least show off and comp a little bit. He's a viable second pick for my account, or on DPS anyways. I need more DPS lords as well as tank lords. The only tank lord I have is Penny. Most of my lords are strat. Crazy enough. I really hope I can make that reunion though. That'd be nice. But all in all oh yeah, my fucking mic. All in all, we doing the damn thing. 2026 has been a hell of a year, just making content whenever I could. Just being on the side. It's been fun, for real. Marvel Rivals has been a really good escape when it comes to like just having that outlet. Well, speaking of Marvel Rivals, I can say for sure when it comes to some of these tournaments, again, I think I talked about it on the last stream. Marvel Rivals has NetEase has a balancing issue. Not just the characters, but apparently with matchmaking as well. So they just don't know how to balance in certain aspects. And trying to find a way to balance these tanks. I don't know what to really say. Like, I guess I know the shields can be a little more, I guess, when it comes to like trying to block more damage, but other than just adding more shields, I don't know what to really do or give when it comes to advice on like the the tank issue. Now you got Double Dino, you got Groot, you got good tanks that are very disruptive already. Now they don't want tanks to be super strong, so what? But it's cool. Somebody asked if I was a streamer. Well, honestly, I would say more so I stream, but more of a content creator. Uh, oh shit. In all honesty, you're not wrong. Especially with the mentality I got. Nah, seriously. Yeah, no, that's too funny. No, usually it's all when I had to help my mother move, but that's a whole different beast in its own right. Because I'm taller than my brother, so and then that that's kind of funny. Little bro became big bro basically, in a sense. You know, it's funny. My goal is to still get bigger. Funny enough, so like, obviously naturally, and to still be aesthetically, like, you know, I want everything to be in place. Oof. It's a good blunt. Can't lie, this is hot. It's just so damn hot. Gotta stay hydrated. Water's essential to life. Water is essential to life. So, always have it. It's not just about the juice and the soda. People love that coffee in the morning, so. That coffee in the morning. Yeah, no, I actually don't drink coffee anymore, anyways. Caffeine. I try to stay away from too much of it. I was still in a lot of things, and I still have my caffeine from time to. Obviously, you know, take juice, take soda here and there, you know, but it's not. It's mostly water. Mostly water. Just can't help it at this point. But yeah, NetEase, slightly, you know, buff blade, that was good. NetEase still has a balancing problem. You guys don't have. All right, let's talk about the matchmaking. Like, how you guys like the balance of teams in terms of play style, not just like overall like stat wise, just play style. Like, I get you have a broad spectrum of you have to put numbers together first versus like, okay, let's do specifics. But at the end of the day, it helps when it comes to like your skill base, and that's how you should be balancing the tournaments at the very least. Or I get you want to have more eyes on your game and more people come to the game. First and foremost, people are going to come to the game because it's Marvel. Again, first and foremost, that's going to be the thing to talk about. I don't know where you see that, but that's fine. If you want to call yourself such, that's good. But regardless of however Marvel's looking, like I said, Marvel Rivals intricately is a fundamentally dope game. The game itself is really designed so well, but the balancing that NetEase already put in place, and they say EOMM isn't real. Yeah, no, I don't honestly believe that when it comes to the matchmaking. So yes, the numbers, you have to have your number base, and then hope that people have similar play styles when it comes to that's an individual problem. Okay, sure, but can we figure out why the numbers are kind of inflated when it comes? Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up, Derek? Hopefully you like, share, subscribe, check out the other videos I got on the channel. It's plenty of content, especially mostly Marvel Rivals, but there's also some Expedition 33. Last year's game of the year. It was a really good game, really fucking good game, an indie game that won. So that's something to check out for sure. But I do have there's another line of games that definitely that are looking to be played and uploaded to the channel, especially Marvel's Wolverine when it comes out. That's gonna be good for Azrael's Adventures, as well as GTA 6. Definitely gonna be looking to play that with some friends. That's gonna be awesome to stream. And not Dawn Trust, excuse me. What is it? Evercode. Code for Final Fantasy 14. That's gonna be coming out soon. I currently I do play Rivals. I'm just not on it right now specifically, obviously for obvious reasons because I'm streaming. But I did have a stream last night where I did play. I was playing, and then but it's I don't currently have all the good equipment. I just kind of make the content and just kind of just post it, basically. So, but I do play Rivals. And I'm very heavy into Marvel Rivals for sure. My current main that I have champion on is Mr. Fantastic. I have a whole journey of how I learned the game. That's also a video. That's also a video made on my channel. So talked about that journey, learning the game itself, or getting back into hero shooting. Because the last hero shooter before Marvel Rivals I played was Team Fortress, and man, that was a long time ago. So that's a whole different beast in itself. So that was fine. That was nice. It was his own, good time. Objective, you still get your same objective. King to hill domination, however you want to call it. Take space or take a point. And I don't play Overwatch. I know, only reason I don't play because I didn't really have the appeal for it. I was out of hero shooters. The last hero shooter that I played in general was, like I said, Team Fortress. I got my fill and my fix of that when it came to that, along with other shooters like Counter-Strike. Well, CS2Go, basically, when it seriously evolved, because I've played Counter-Strike from when it initially dropped, the first one, and then onward to not the current iteration of CS2Go, unless it didn't really change from when I stopped playing. But other than that, yeah, no. There's just a lot of other stuff I was playing. PUBG was definitely something I was playing for a good little bit back in the day. Just not now. Not now. I really want to get into these other more games, but Rivals really has my heart, truly, because it was just it really has that addictive nature for me personally. So that's why I really get into it. and it just sucks because there's a unfortunate fan base, or at least unfortunate player base when it comes to the community itself. So I I can say, like, I know I've personally have contributed to some toxicity, but I do want to say I also try to weed out and do my due diligence to, get out some of those, toxic players, and I just, it's just hard trying not to feed in. It's hard not wanting to feed into it, but actually accidentally feeding into it. It just sucks. So there's that. But yeah, no, Overwatch I haven't played, and granted, I feel like I would be decent at it. I know how decent aim, but how it just didn't appeal to me, like just genuinely. So that's just the nature of the beast when it comes to video games. How does it appeal to you, like, versus, um, whether it's, good for you or not. There's plenty of single player games that I would like to play, but it's just a matter of either timing, or timing and interest. That's basically it. Now, mentality wise, I love a lot of different games, like, especially fighting games. Like, they're really fun, but the lifespan is just really short. That's the only reason why I didn't get Tekken 8. But Tekken 8 is, I really know of some of the story, especially with what happened, but at the same time, I still want to like to play it myself. It's Tekken 8. It's Tekken. Come on now. Like, how can you not? If you like Tekken, or if you enjoy that feel and that story, and that, man, just it has a different vibe, and it brings out a different sense of, just player. But that's not the only one. Street Fighter 6 and come out, and Marvel's about to get another fighting game. So that's gonna be vicious when that, comes to fruition. Man, there's a lot going on when it comes to, like, video games, and just in terms. So I'm really excited for the channel. So I'm really excited to put out a lot more content, and definitely I gotta clean up some of my current content that I just uploaded yesterday, at least last night. Um, some thumbnails and whatnot, but as of right now, I'm looking forward to getting on eventually. Probably after this next blunt. Just chilling, just yapping a little bit while I'm listening to some music. And I hope everybody's having a dope day. For real, seriously. It's really good that, you enjoy yourself. I don't know, if you're at work, I hope the work day is ease has you at ease. It's not too stressful. I understand if it gets a little hectic and whatnot. I understand for sure. Shoot, I work. Granted, I'm a contractor, so I pick up whenever the shifts I want, or at least, the lucrative ones that pop up whenever I can. That's basically that. Whenever the ones that can. So I can only hope, for the most part, if I'm needed. But there's also a time frame. It's also a good time frame of how I have things, in motion in my own personal life. So that's that's my own that's my own woes of that one. So, I hope everybody, is taking their own good time when it comes to just life, because there's a lot to be had. Truly, it's a lot to learn, it's a lot to be had, and it's a lot to, take in. And there's always going to be, it's a roller coaster at the end of the day. You just gotta know how to ride it, and know your strengths. What are you best at? But yeah, let me get into this next blunt, because it seems as such we are in need of more viewership. So, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. See what's up. Hope everybody, is really having their own good day, because I'm I'm just chilling. Oop, my finger was probably over the speaker. But yeah, no, I hope everybody's doing well for sure. Seriously, you know, take the good days that you have, and take them in stride. You always gotta take the good days when you can. Because there you will get some woes. But hey, it's not the sense of like, it's not to say that you can't overcome, you can't do better, or get through them. Oh yeah, we lit. Shout out to the 9 to 5ers. Shout out to all the 9 to 5ers. Shout out to the working in the class for sure. Because if it weren't for the working class, if it weren't for the motherfuckers that's really doing the damn thing every fucking day, life wouldn't be worth living, right? But yeah, no, let's talk more about this Marvel Rivals though, because I'm just happy to be able to be in a position that I can live the life that I live currently. Just relax whenever I can, work whenever I can. Hopefully, everybody gets to that point in life too, or at least understand how to get to that point, because there's ways to get to that. And I'm not in a position that I want to be in, but I am in a better position in life to say that I can relax, and take my days. And hopefully you can too. Hopefully you can hit this blunt. I know that's right. Yeah, we need y'all. We need y'all to keep working and to be working. But I also need y'all to be on this Marvel Rivals if y'all good enough too. No, I'm playing. No, I'm gonna be playing the game soon. Just gonna keep on keeping, and hopefully everybody's doing their thing. Shout out to E-Rocks, the Maximum Carnage theme. E-Rock. Yeah. So let's get into why NetEase has a problem with balancing. NetEase, what's the issue? Let's go ahead. Let's just talk for a little bit. I know I'm not on any type of creative thing when it comes to that. We could just talk. Just a man or a company, right? So when it comes to balancing of your people, what is the real issue? Is it now when it comes to the tournament base, you don't know who they play, or no? Because you do know Kingsman. That's your golden guy. So he's basically Adam Warlock for you guys. He's Adam. He's him, right? So that's your LeBron James. Currently, he's dunking on people for sure. Not like as Mag. I mean, I think he could play Mag, so he probably couldn't do that too. But I'm just saying, like, his main thing, he dives and he will dunk and slam on a motherfucker for sure. But let me talk about, like, what about, who else are you gonna build up to be that? Do you have anybody that's gonna, like? Do you have anybody that can truly counter Kingsman and be like that type of rival? Because if you have a LeBron, where's your Steph Curry? Right? Where's your Kevin Durant? You want to make superstars, right? Go ahead and make your superstars, but you're not like putting forth them in these creator tournaments that's constantly for big money. Hell, put some lower level creators in there, go ahead and put KPX in there, that either one, Noisy or Chris, like seriously. And then go ahead and put Cloud at Rio should definitely. I mean, you probably offered him a couple different times, but he probably turned it down. I mean, if he hasn't, then if you didn't offer him, then that's crazy work. And if he did turn it down, I won't say it's crazy work. I'm gonna say that he really don't need it. He's really already like well off on his own, which is good on his front. Like shout out to the man, like he's dope when it comes to like talking that real shit and Marvel Rivals. Like if you don't understand what he's really putting forth and laying down when it comes to that juice, you may need some more knowledge on your belt. Yeah, so let's talk about who should be that Steph Curry for your current LeBron James. Now, they gotta be good. Obviously, like they gotta be really good, and I'm not saying they need to be completely pro or even need to be another. Well, if they're a content creator, great. Or if they're not, if you can find somebody that's that good and even like offer them, like maybe even somebody that's unknown and just an elo demon, maybe like, all right, let's offer you into this tournament, and then maybe they can become a content creator. They're just unknown, and then maybe they're just doing this for the love of the game, because the game is good. Again, I say this from a unbiased standpoint of how fundamentally sound and intricate the game is. Marvel Rivals is a good game. Thank you, NetEase. I will say this forever. Thank you for that, and for the time frame of when I needed it. It has been good upon my life. Now, addictive, yes. Now, again, it's been a couple different issues when it comes to like in-game stuff of like drama, sure, but you want that. I know you want that. So that's not your real issue. Your real issue is how to create the next star. That's what it is. That's what you want. And if you can find a way to do that, sure, good on you. Make the next star. But you gotta find different strategies now, because you're not gonna create the next kingdom just off rip. Not from these random tournaments and these weekend tournaments that you make for big money. It's not gonna be sustainable. So you gotta do something different, right? You gotta what's the old saying? It's damn, why is it escaping me? Probably because of the weed. I got it. You're trying to do the same thing, expecting the same result, expecting a different result. Or at the very least, you're trying to create the same situation that created Kingsman, and at the very least, you can't, because you've already weeded out, and a lot of other endorsements and sponsors have already weeded out the fact that they don't want toxicity and toxic content creators within it. It doesn't generate. It doesn't make sense. Like how can you do that? You can't. It's not sustainable. You want something that's going to be sustainable. So now, with that being said, you have to find a different strategy. NetEase, you have to do something different when it comes to balancing and tournament play. Like, who's going to be the next thing? Like, you can't create the next Kingsman for sure, but you can try to create a Steph Curry to try to go up against the Kingsman and be that type of, since now people are starting to turn on Kingsman, and now he's looked upon as this symbol of, well, obviously the next symbol of tearing down after we built them up, because his story was great. His story was absolutely, and not just that. It was also real. That's what made it pretty much cemented. Like, how can you not go on the side of Kingsman after what happened when it came to his tournament, or getting kicked out at that point, and it was very much disgusting. So yeah, everything that happened during that time needed to happen in that frame, and thankfully it did. And good on him for getting as big as he did, and getting the platform that he has now. Now turning on him is just, honestly, I'm not on the bandwagon of that, only because of the fact, obviously because of the fact that there's no reason to, first and foremost, because now he's NetEase's golden guy. He is, again, he's Adam. So, so he's gonna keep being, shown and seen in the spotlight. That's gonna be good for him, and it's gonna be a continuous thing, and it's gonna be good for NetEase to keep onward, as he's their content creator athlete. That's fine. That's actually good. He could actually win, content creator of the year at some point for Marvel Rivals, and that would be good for him, right? Like, seriously. But to be honest, I feel like they're better, genuinely. But that's just a personal take. That's just a personal take. Shout out to Emails. And in the sense of just overall content and stuff along those lines, when it came to like just good creators, that are trying to put forth content, you gotta look for the casual, because it's really good fun content to really just watch when it comes to Marvel Rivals, and shout out to everybody that's really like doing the damn thing in their own, and having their cinema fun, seriously, because it's a lot of cinema. You can have some true fun, like when it comes to, and now we got the beach in game, so it's like, that's great. Just go ahead and have fun when it comes to that type of content, and go for it. Do you, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise when it comes to that. Now, I would say when it comes to like, I make content when it comes to like I try to make looking vicious content. That's what I like. I like to make it look good, and I want to be viable first and foremost, or at the very least at a baseline. When it comes to Marvel Rivals, like get more eyes on it. Get me known. Maybe I should have like promoted this on the Marvel Rivals like page or something. That would have been nice, but hey, I'm here. Maybe on a Marvel page. Oh, who knows? Just talking. Just talking. Ooh. So what are you gonna do, NetEase? What are you gonna do? You could do a lot of things when it comes to just putting people in these content tournaments. Content creators that actually play Marvel Rivals. Shout out to Beam and Bandit. I know she's currently streaming, talking, doing her thing. So that's also great. So for real, doing big things, doing dope things for sure. So real talk. Let's go into let's things because the casual gameplay is going to save and keep this game alive. Especially since you wanted to be such a live server game and you got it as this and it's ongoing, never ending basically for the time being. You got speculation in game that says 5 to 10 years. And genuinely I can see that. We've already it's already been past year one. There's been so much drama every season. It's been insane. Like at the same time, but it's going. This game is truly just going, and it's gonna keep going. That's the beauty of how the server is and how it's really built intricately on a fundamental standpoint. So real talk, what y'all playing now for real? Because man, there's a lot of games going on right now. This is going on. There's a lot to play. Who's playing Ghost? Like who played Ghost of Your Turn? Like that was a dope game. Anybody played that? That was awesome. I didn't get to play Ghost, but at the same time, no, yeah, no, that was a dope game. I had a friend that played that. It was awesome. But let's get into this Marvel. You got Spider-Man around the corner. That's gonna be good. Well, hopefully it's good. Seriously, 'cause that's gonna be nice. Marvel loves their golden boy. He's goated for a reason. Spider-Man. Try to turn the AC on. The AC, I think, was already on and it blew. That's crazy work. Fucking summer. Fucking heat. How y'all keeping cool though? Cause I'm trying to drink my water. That's basically that. Shout out to Mortal Kombat. Y'all know I love me some fighting games. So the one inside my arm right here is the kanji of nothingness. Basically, it's a Street Fighter tattoo. The kanji that Ryu had when he was well, if you guys know of the Ultra Instinct that Goku has, it's basically that in a sense. He's calm. It's calm state. Yeah, this is good. I will get horizontal after this one for real for a little bit, for sure. Just gotta lay down. But yeah, good blunt, good stream. That's all I can say. Let me reiterate. Good blunts, good stream. Because I will be getting on my rivals later. Hopefully everybody looking forward to that. Get more content in. And yeah, just do the damn thing. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Got a lot of content. Got hell of content. Don't let me smoke by my lonesome. Let's get some eyes on this channel. Yeah. Huh? Thank you for the view. Thank you for the comments. Thank you everybody for coming in, for real. Seriously, I very much appreciate y'all. Just having a conversation in general has really been good. So got to smoke, talk about my rivals, chill a little bit. You know how we do. It's either that or I'm on the game, or basically When I started with these random live streams for real, I was at Monday Night Raw. Thought it was a good idea. Turned out, in my opinion, it was, or at least for that one. So go out and do more shit. I do touch grass. I mean, for the most part though, it's working. But at the very least, though, I can say I do go out. I do stuff, and it's not just I'm inside the house. I'm whatever. No, this is me chilling on the day off. And I'm privileged for that aspect of my life, and I'm happy to have that. But yeah, so to end this off, because I'm about to get horizontal. Check out, if you're in the area, check out my guy. Got the All or Nothing brand. If you ever see him in the area, he always around for real, for real. It's dope ass gear. He got hella merch, and it's going out. It's doing, yeah, it's what's up. So I have to make sure there's a link somewhere for him for real, for real. Yeah. So net ease, balls in your court. I don't know what you're gonna do, but it's always in your hands, basically, because this is your game, and I know you have a lot to deal with when it comes to characters and such, but hopefully you figure it out. Hopefully, and shout out to those that's been working on the damn thing. We appreciate y'all. I know I do my thing from time to time, but I just not say it for sure as someone that does consume from time to time and go on the outside and have my own fun. So I do appreciate you guys for sure for being there. And lastly, I want to say if you're on the game, if you're on Marvel Rivals, check me out. It's Azrael's Wrath TV. It's just like the YouTube, just like my Twitch. I don't really stream on Twitch, unfortunately, because Twitch is kind of a mess. But even YouTube can be kind of hard. So that's why I kind of just post my content, and hopefully everybody checks it out. And it's very much fun. It's fun. Or at least, in my very much biased opinion when it comes to it. But go ahead and do your damn thing, and go ahead and like, share, subscribe when it comes to the content. And there's more. There's definitely more. I gotta go ahead and edit and chill out for a little bit, because those blunts really got me. And if if you're on, go ahead and have a blast, because there's a lot to do. There's so much that you can get done. There's so much that is to be had, because it is a great game. Marvel Rivals is really well put together for sure. Now, that being said, again, I'm just going off on a tangent. Not really a tangent. No, it's really just rambling to the end, and this is what we've been doing. Just chilling, yapping, and rambling. Go ahead and just voice your opinion on whatever you want to say. And I'm glad everybody has came along that watched, because you guys are very much appreciated. Every view counts. Every view is very much needed for the channel to build up. So yeah, once again, just go ahead and do your thing, because can't nobody stop you from being you. And that's all you can be, is you. Until then, like I said, like, share, subscribe, and keep on raging.